Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings hockey for you here on 105.5 WIRI on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media with Art Napgezek behind the camera, and of course for you on Flow Hockey. My name is Matt Panier, joined by Mark Lochner. Let's introduce you to our starting goaltenders in this matchup. First for the visitors, the Dells Ducks. Starting in net will be number 5, Anthony Falzone, the fourth-year Dells Duck out of Prosper, Texas. 5'10", 190. So far for Falzone on the season, 11 games played, 3-7, a .492 goals against average, an .887 save percentage, and 1 shutout. He has stopped 337 shots already this season. In net for the home squad, the Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings, going to be number 29, Bore Yildirim out of Praha, Czechia. Second-year Riverkings, 6', 172, 20-year-old. 6 games played, 4-1, and 1 shootout loss on the season. 146, very slim goals against the average, 958 save percentage, and 2 shutouts on the season for Yildirim. Those are some very, very nice numbers.
Very nice numbers. So, hey, a couple other names out there. You mentioned Kopstein and Varga on the starting lineups. Kopstein for the Ducks and Varga for the Riverkings. Some of their other leading scorers, number 12 Plummert for the Ducks, and 11 Braden Kirchman, and Sasemi and Tudic are up there on the boards for the Riverkings too. So a couple other names to listen for and watch out for as we get rolling here.
And we are indeed underway here on Flow Hockey as the Riverkings wear those white jerseys with Old Glory. Go into the attack right on the right-hand side. A turnaround shot, that one right through the blue paint into the corner where it's picked up by number 20 for the Dells Ducks, Lucas Epperson. Intercepted by Jack Kopstein in front, trying to feed Quentin Clausen. Riverkings will retreat into their own end. The combination of Whitehead and Dubel back on the blue line to start things off. There is Shemy with a pass ahead for Varga. Kopstein in a whole bunch of danger, ends up turning it over to Shemy. Shemy walking the line, threw one in front, stick lifted there on the comp, and then tossed back toward the net mouth where Anthony Falzone comes in with a save. Falzone just a couple of weeks ago in his 42-save shutout of the Steele County Blades, helping the Dells Ducks start off that 3-game winning streak. There's Wilharm across the line. We'll drop it off. Right back to Wilharm. Backhander denied. A big save made by Falzone. Ducks needed that one.
Good save by Falzone. I thought he snuck it by him, but he must have just poke-checked it.
Good opportunity there by Alexander Wilharm, the 18-year-old out of Plymouth, Minnesota. Now there's a shot on, and Yildirim will send that one aside. Damian Calzada, youngster out of Plainfield, Illinois, number 19 out there for the Dells Ducks. Very tricky. And here's Keenan Miller, the former Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raider, back on offense, back at his home rink.
Riverkings have been had a majority of the offensive pressure here for the first couple of minutes, but we'll see if that continues. They've had some really good looks at it so far.
Well, for those of you that watch the Dells Ducks home games at Lake Delton Ice, you'll have heard me harp on this a bunch. It's all about getting off to a nice start for the Dells Ducks. Not a lot of scoring happening in the first period for them throughout the season. When they do end up scoring in the first period, it works out pretty well. They've picked up points in all 5 games that they've done it. Here's Kirchman carrying across the line, 1-on-3. Kirchman trying to toss that one to the net mouth. Ends up spilling his man. No call, though. Turned over in front. Gabe Kruger is denied. Yildirim able to see that one just in time.
Yeah, kind of a sloppy pass come out of the corner and deflected out in front, and point blank range, Yildirim was equal to the task.
Just about the best opportunity Gabe Kruger could have asked for to start the game. Shots on goal, 4-2 in favor of the Riverkings. We're scoreless, 17:37 left here in the first period. Kruger will have his stick lifted there by number 22, Xavier Beauchamp, as it sent the length of the ice down to Falzone.
Boy, another opportunity there. The Ducks couldn't connect on the pass, but that was a wide open guy right in the slot.
Shot from the line gets blocked. The Dells Ducks will chase it back out to center. Beauchamp on at first for the River Kings, playing the puck ahead for number 11, Matthew Hill. Hill able to set up, takes a shot, save made, rebound was there for a moment. Kupstein lifted the stick of the forward, but the River Kings have it again. Pass across, that one got deflected. Here's Plumbert, able to play it back out to center. The Twins out of Hudsonville, Michigan for the Dells Ducks. Number 12, Owen Plumbert. His brother Austin back on the fence, wears number 8. Here's Hill. Lots of nifty moves out at center. He'll carry it over the line, then drop it off.
Yeah, the River Kings look sharp. They just aren't quite connecting. They're just not quite getting the bounce right quite yet.
Yeah, they are definitely finding some soft spots in that Dells Ducks defense, trying to generate a chance here. It's back out at center. Zach Halling, number 18 for the Dells Ducks, trying to disrupt the play. Chipped inside the line by Bagnoli. Here's Bagnoli with a shot, close save made, and foul zone will hang on.
All right, we'll see the first offensive zone faceoff here for the River Kings. We'll see which side. It looks like it's going to be glove side, foul zone.
And foul zone already seeing 6 shots, and it'll be Hogan McNeish, second-year River King out of North Carolina, to take the faceoff. Wins it clean back to Dubel. Shot it into the skates of Foray. Stepping up, here's Whitehead. He'll try the shot. That one through the blue paint. Comes back over toward the near side. Alex Schuster ringing it over toward the far side as the Dells Ducks try to find the exit. Quentin Clausen and Austin Holmberg can't connect back behind the net. It's played back to the line, and here's Whitehead. Passes to the circle. Shot taken, deflected up, and ends up in the netting. You see the River Kings buzzing around a bit there, causing some disruptions. The Ducks turn it over.
Yeah, not able to get any shots on goal yet in this little flurry, but they're holding the offensive zone and still putting that offensive pressure on. This face-off will be the stick side of foul zone.
Alex Schuster wins it. Jackson Lawless out of Kansas, ringing it over to this side for Clausen. Here's Lawless with it again. Ahead for Epperson. Lawless back over to this side for his defense partner, Austin Plumbert, who had the game winner in overtime last Saturday against the Steele County Blades, and he'll send it the length of the ice.
Yep, so that results in the icing and bring the face-off all the way back into the River Kings offensive zone. Still shots 6-2. They're not getting any shots on goal, but they're maintaining that pressure in the zone. We'll see if they can get a look at it here.
Yeah, they certainly have been threatening, and it's been this top line of Varga, Shemy, and LeCompte. Here's Shemy stepping in, trying to feed it down low for LeCompte.
Puck was rolling a little bit, couldn't keep it on the ice.
Yep, Sean LeCompte, who comes from the Rock Springs Grizzlies, NCDC. There's a shot. That one sails over the top of the net. Shemy point blank. Epperson on the pickoff. Shemy has it again. Ducks again stuck in their own zone as the River Kings are buzzing around. Shemy feeding it back for LeCompte. Epperson is there trying to chop it back out to center. This one will deflect down. Picked up by Jackson Lawless. All the way back to the line. There's a shot fire. That one got blocked by the Ducks. Schuster stepped in front of it. Ducks are going to go back the other way. This one is skied up and ends up on a play.
Well, that was really close. It blocked and then it bounced off the River King. It was a fortunate bounce for the River Kings. Otherwise, the Ducks would have had a free breakaway going the other direction. But a little bit of a bounce and bringing the face-off back into the Duck zone to the stick side of foul zone.
Will Chaussee getting in the way there. Number 23, the defenseman out of Quebec for the River Kings. And the Ducks still stuck in their own end here as the River Kings are continuing to put the pressure on. We've gone just past 5 minutes into this first period. We are scoreless here at Southwood County Rec Center. Brayden Kirchman firing it back in. The Ducks will make some changes. Played back up the wall. River Kings trying to go on the attack, but it's ripped away by Kupstein. Here's LeCompte that he's got Shemy with. Trying to drop it back. Kirchman on the intercept. Couldn't get around the defender. Ducks were calling for the offside. Not to be, though, and here are the River Kings chasing again on the forecheck.
Ducks got a little bit of help from the skates of the official there, too. It got kind of hung up.
Kirchman on the outlet pass, trying to hit Damian Calzada out at center. Ian Beauchamp will go back into the Riverkings zone. Knocked away cleanly by Beauchamp, and here the Riverkings will get a setup again. That one with a funny little hop right in on Yildirim. He had to knock it aside as this one goes wide of foul zone and ends up going for an icing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was trying to hit, just misconnected on a pass, but he cranked it up from behind the net and all the way down. So face-off will be coming up here to the glove side of Yildirim.
That'll be Varga stepping in to take it for the Riverkings against John Scott out of Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells High School. Local flavor for the Dells Ducks. Holmberg pinching to keep the play alive, and he takes a big hit from Beauchamp for his trouble. Here are the Riverkings down at center. Skating into the zone, this is Shemmy. He'll get knocked off of the puck by Kupstein. Third-year Dells Duck back on the blue line, their leading scorer. Kick free as John Scott will rough his man up, and then there's a little bit more physicality. A centering pass that gets knocked away.
Again, a bouncing puck right out in front. Nobody could collect it.
Here's Lecomte looking to set up once again. Deflected into the skates of one of the Duck defenders. Now back to the line, and here's Whitehead. He'll walk, pass off to the top of the circle, swung it right to the bumper. Varga got tied up. Nice defensive play there by Damian Calzada. Whitehead able to hold in at the far side wall.
Good hustle. He came all the way from a red line to get up to the blue line and hold that in.
James Dibble tried the shot, ended up going wide. It'll be picked up by Lecomte over at the far side. Lecomte swinging it down low. Varga, watched by Kupstein. Knocked over the puck. Big hit there by John Scott, but Varga's right back on the puck. Feeds into the line. Dibble, shot, deflected. That one goes wide. Now here is Kupstein. Through the skates of Calzada. This one will go down, and it will have it up for icing.
Yeah, just misconnected. Couldn't connect on the pass. Had the look of a potential rush, but just one little bounce and couldn't get it on the tape of the stick. So face off all the way back down to the glove side of Falzone.
Just to the 7.5 minute mark, there's a shot that gets blocked on the way through. Got a tired Duck squad out there. They were trying to change right before that icing. Tudich able to pass off for Denty. Denty gave off. There's a shot that does not make it through for number 24, Jacob Bryceland. Saw Bryceland a lot late in the season last year for the Dells Ducks, for the Riverkings, including in the playoffs. Now Wilharm stepping up. Number 16, Francesco Carlo Denty.
Riverkings able to hold the zone again.
And the Dells Ducks still stuck out there. Haven't been able to get that change. Might have the chance here now as Braden Kirchman will set ahead for Calzada. He just wants to fire it and go off.
Yeah, he was able to get it back in behind the net, so they were able to get their change.
One took an inadvertent deflection right to the Ducks line where it was picked up by Keenan Miller. He'll play one ahead off of Chaussee, able to help that puck back out to center. Ducks on the intercept, and here's Miller. Tipped in by Gabe Kruger, and he'll chase it down. Kruger, the second-year Dells Duck out of Blaine, Minnesota. Attempted centering pass, intercepted, and cleared by the Riverkings out to neutral. Fire.
Another pass from the corner that went right out in front of the Riverkings net.
Yeah, this line of Kruger, Atkins, and Austin Plummert doing some work for the Dells Ducks, but now they're going to have to play defense. There's a shot taken in his foul zone, ends up making a save. It rings up off of him and out of play.
So, 11:03 left in the period, and just a couple more shots. It started off fast and furious. They had 6 shots in the first couple of minutes, it seemed like, and everything's really slowed down as far as actually getting quality scoring chances, but the pressure has been there. We'll see if they can set something up here with the offensive zone face-off.
It's going to be face-off over to the right-hand side of our zone, won by the Riverkings. They were trying to set up a man right in front, intercepted by the Ducks, and here comes Plummer. Yildirim comes out to play the puck, and a bit of danger, turned it over to Atkins, but he had his back to the goal, and now a chance for some numbers coming the other way. It's Schweitzer leading the charge, gives off Bagnoli with a shot in the save made by Falzone, and he will cover.
Falzone looked behind him a little bit. He took a glance behind him, but the puck was out in front of him, so he was able to cover it up.
Anthony Bagnoli, 20-year-old, second-year River King out of Franklin Park, Illinois. Another guy late in the season last year. We saw him in the playoffs making some contributions to the River Kings side.
Face off here to the stick side of Falzone.
One by the Ducks. Alex Schuster's been pretty good in the defensive dot this season. Centering pass. Had Hill on the backhand. He couldn't settle it down.
Yeah, it was just rolling just enough. It just kind of rolled right over the top of his stick.
Out at center, it's fired back in by Dubel. Falzone there to greet the puck. He'll usher it over to this side for a shot. Domtion. Pass was just out of its reach, and it'll deflect up and ends up going out of play.
Yeah, so both sides look like they're changing up, getting some fresh legs out there, and just about halfway through the first period. And still have been spending a lot of time in the River Kings offensive zone, but
long wrist shot, the save made. The rebound brushed up at the doorstep. Hill trying to get that opportunity. Now walking through, a shot taken, and it's deflected over the top of the net. Caden Schweitzer with the opportunity.
But if I'd have to say, River Kings with 10 shots, Ducks with 2. The 2 shots the Ducks have had have been point blank, really good shots, but nobody's been able to put one in the back of the net yet.
Now Falzone doing what he has done for the Dells Ducks. They've certainly given him the crease with his 5th straight start now on the Ducks side. Plummer give it across, tapped in by Sorelli. This is Lucas Whitehead, chased by the Russian international Ashok Domtion for the Dells Ducks. Domtion trying to lift the stick, but here come the River Kings. In over the line, this is Whitehead dropping it off. Domtion on the back check, knocked it away. Pardon me, that was Sorelli. Whitehead down low, trying to start the cycle for the River Kings. They'll get it right back at the point, throws the puck back down low, out of the reach of Schweitzer, picked back up by the River Kings over the near side wall. Bagnoli had it swatted away. Dubel with a long wrist shot. Falzone will swallow that one up and hang on.
That was a good job by Dubel. That puck came kind of bouncing. It's kind of funny, and he was able to reach and knock it down good and hold the zone, and they get a good quality shot on net.
Yeah, at this point, no shot's a bad one as they're starting to become at a premium. Now it's 11 for the River Kings and 2 for the Ducks. And right off of the face-off, here's another opportunity for the River Kings. Thrown out in front, Ducks are there. Stacking the box in front of Falzone. Quentin Clausen lost the handle out at center. It's pumped back in. Austin Holmberg, right-handed defenseman, trying to carry through. Lost the puck at the circle. River Kings going on the attack. Lucas Epperson is there. He's able to sky it, but not out. Chaussee.
Chaussee got it with the glove. He had to leave his skates to get that, but
listed at 6'1", looks a little bit bigger than that. Now carried in over the line. Here are the River Kings going to the net mouth. Poke check made off of number 9, Alexander Wilhar. Ducks looking for the clear. Will pass ahead for Schuster. Missed him, but it's going to be Lucas Epperson who catches up to the puck first. And a whistle for icing that the Ducks bench does not agree with.
No, they don't. But it is going to bring they're not going to be able to change. And B, they're going to have the defensive zone face-off for the Ducks.
I think we're going to get a conference here. They might say that was an inadvertent whistle by the referee, which would bring the face-off out to neutral.
The blue line, yeah.
As the discussion happens between the two linesmen, and it looks like that's what we'll see.
Nope, they're bringing it right to center ice, right to the center circle.
It's also going to give the Ducks an opportunity to make their change. Schuster winning another face-off back to Keenan Miller. Schuster on the deflection in. Epperson catching up to the puck for Clausen in front. Didn't get enough of it. Clausen went for the one-timer. Might have been able to accept that pass and take the shot.
Yeah, he was all by himself. The River Kings defenseman had dove to try and intercept the pass and missed.
Has a beautiful feed out front from Lucas Epperson, and Clausen hanging his head as he goes back to the bench. And you realize he had a little bit more time than he thought.
Like I said, they only had 3 shots on goal, but all 3 shots have been right in the slot, right out in front. Really good quality scoring chances.
Face off to the left-hand side of the Yildirim. John Scott to take it for the Ducks, wins it clean. Long wrist shot, save made. Probably the best one Yildirim's had to make so far. He gets the glove on it and hangs on through traffic.
8:15 left in the period.
So for Yildirim, the 20-year-old out of Czechia, making another save off of the face-off. 2 shutouts already on the campaign. Heaney and Tum, the go-to guys last year, both returners here for Paul Peckman and the Riverkings. And I'll tell you what, if you can get some returning good goaltending, that is certainly a solid start for any season. We've seen the fruits of that for the Riverkings thus far off to that 9-3-0-2 start. All on the road, mind you. Turned over though, and here's Braden Kirchman trying to walk through. Kirchman could not pull the trigger on a shot. And it's going to be taken back the other way here by the Riverkings. LeCompte able to deposit the puck, was trying to get around Austin Plummert, couldn't do that. Now Calzada ties up his man on the back check. Ducks will play to the line, not out though. Rung around the boards, and this one will end up behind Anthony Falzone's net. Down to 7 1/4 left here in the first period, still scoreless. James Dubel able to knock the puck down at center. Backhands into the Duck zone. Gabe Kruger out at center, deflects one off of Varga, back to the River King blue line. Riverkings will try to go on the attack again, setting up through center. Carrying all the way in. Now looking to turn the corner on the backhand. This is Shemy. Feeding it to the line and Whitehead. Wrist shot, save, mate. Rebound cleared off of the doorstep by the Ducks. Now it's a foot race for the loose puck. Yildirim sensing that, clears out. And another long shot in, and that one wide.
Hey, Yildirim's been way out of his net a couple of times.
They're trying to keep the play alive. Not a bad idea that time, as it looked like the Ducks might have won that foot race, but Yildirim wasn't having any of it. Here's Whitehead behind, 2 Ducks down low, in on the forecheck. Lucas Andruskevich, the former River King, stepping up. And now a chance for a 3-on-2 back the other way. Shemy dishes off, top of the circle. Ducks are back. It'll be Kruger able to pick things off and send it out to center. The linesman running into Beauchamp, or Chassé, I should say. And Plummert couldn't capitalize. Here's Davtyan trying to swat the puck away. River Kings are in. It's LeCompte. Centering pass. Picked up by the River Kings. Spun back. Shemy tied up his man. Zach Holling is there, looking to pull the puck free. And now here is Varga, leading scorer for the River Kings. 16 points on the season. Shot, save made. And Varga has it on the rebound again. Centering pass going to go all the way through to Shemy. Shemy also has 16 points on 3 goals and 13 assists. Now a centering pass. That one will deflect off of Falzone over to the far side wall. Picked up by Varga again. Knocked away from him. Ducks will sky it back out to center, but a good shift there by that River King top line.
Yeah, put a lot of pressure on. Got a few more shots on goal. Good tip at center ice, so it's not icing. And both sides get a change.
Kupstein in his own end for the Dells Ducks. Turning it over, there's Shemy again. And the Ducks will, on the second opportunity, get it back out to neutrals. We're under 5 left here in the first period. Carried in by the River Kings. Back into the attempt off of the side of the net by Antoine Bonin. Now turned right over. There's Denti with a shot and a blocker save made by Falzone. Puck came out. River Kings will have to tag up on the delayed offside. Kupstein's been out on the ice for a while. He'll carry ahead. Soft pass for Calzada. Reese Atkins looking to set up. We'll give right back to Kupstein. He'll just return it right back to Atkins. Schuster got turned around and a chance for the River Kings to go in on the offensive side. But it's Clausen racing out at center. Clausen setting the puck down low. Big hit applied there to Clausen. Austin Plummert up of the glass, back down low looking for Schuster. Ducks trying to set up. This line's been pretty good. Having a couple of opportunities for Quentin Clausen. Clausen getting roughed up in the corner. Bryceland carries ahead. His pass over to the far side, connects it out, chips softly in front, and the shot just wide from Denti.
That was a good pass. They got it set it up, but couldn't quite connect.
Puck goes off of Dubel. It'll be Epperson trying to carry through the defense. Does get through. Ducks will make some changes.
Good poke check in the corner.
Bryceland able to spin back at center, a chance for a 2-on-2. He'll go right at Plummert. Bryceland still carries, tries the shot deflected up, and that one will end up on a play as well.
Yeah, that last rush by the Ducks, Whitehead made a good play back in the corner and the poke check, and that set up that offensive chance with 3:32 left here, and the face-off coming up to the stick side of Falzone.
Ducks still kind of hitting their woes in the offensive side in the first periods. They've only scored 6 first period goals so far in their season. The Riverkings have scored 12 in fewer games.
But as of today, it's 0-0, and
we'll tell you what that stat line tells you if we get to that point. It's not bad for either team to be neutral after the first period. It's weird, a 60-minute game seems to come down to the first 20 for both of these two teams. There's Calzada.
Good play by Whitehead.
Still in that Doug zone. Only 3 minutes remaining here in this first period. Austin Plummert making a couple of moves, and now he'll carry ahead. Ducks might have some numbers. Plummer trying to go to the net mouth. Got tied up. It bounced off of him, and Yildirim had to go to his tummy to make that save and hang on.
Yeah, I didn't catch the number there. Who's standing right on the doorstep? Number 11 for the Ducks.
Would have been Braden Kirchman.
Kirchman, he was standing right on the doorstep, but Yildirim was able to dive on it and cover it up. Not give him a chance to put anything on net.
Face off from the right-hand side of Yildirim, and this will be picked up by Austin Plummert. Reese Atkins, second-year Dells Duck. Number 89 trying to pull that one free, but it is picked up by the Riverkings, and now a chance to work up out to neutral ice. Puck bounced around his center. Here's Hill. Almost came up with it. Ducks will turn the tide. Austin Plummert, 2 power play goals in that win against Steele County last Saturday night. Pass ahead is intercepted by Atkins, unable to hold the zone. He'll twist it back in. Ducks will tag up, and Plummert will chase on the forecheck. Pass out at center, knocked away by Jackson Lawless.
Yeah, it was a good play by Lawless. He was trying to hit Bagnoli to go deep and get a breakaway, and Lawless said, nope, not today.
Yeah, both teams really clamping down here at neutral ice here in the second half of this first period. Here's Jack Kupfstein, smooth skating defenseman trying to step in. Couldn't get around the defender, but he's all the way down on the forecheck now. Fluttering puck is coming back out to center. A chance for a 3-on-2, and now here's Hill. He's got a shot and a save made by Falzone. He'll have Luke Kruta with them. Good opportunity there as the Riverkings caught Jack Kupfstein up the ice, but the Ducks are able to escape that one. Back ahead, here's Epperson trying to get back behind the defense, able to chip it back to the Riverking blue line, but it'll be picked up there by Beauchamp.
Oh, jeez.
Almost turned over, and a save made there by Yildirim. Boy, I'll tell you this much. These shots that are coming in on Yildirim have been sneaky, but he has certainly got that awareness back in the crease. You know, sometimes you might catch the goaltender sleeping on those things, but Yildirim has been on the spot each time.
Yeah, because of the 8 shots, I know at least 4 of them have been pretty much point blank, one-on-one with a Ducks shooter.
They're just turning it over at center. Here's Holmberg at his own blue line, flipping ahead for Epperson. Unable to handle that one. It'll be Clausen chasing down low. Out at center, this is Damian Calzada. Softly ahead, intercepted by Dubel at his own blue line. He'll carry in over the red. Sends back into the zone. Holmberg chases for the Dells Ducks. Just 15 seconds left of the period. Out at center, they wanted to hit Calzada. Puck didn't make it that far, though. Quentin Clausen just trying to get it back ahead. Intercepted by Dubel. We get a whistle as we got some scrapping happening behind the play between Clausen and Foray.
Not sure if they're going to take... You're going to take them both?
I believe
Looks
they
like
will.
It, both doors are open. So with 3.2 seconds left, a couple of guys are going to get the intermission to think about their sins.
Yeah, Quentin Clausen, only 6 penalty minutes on the season, so there goes the Lady Bing, as he's now up to 8.
And Foray for the Riverkings.
Yeah, he's only got 2. So a couple of unlikely combatants. Wow, he got 4, did 4A. And Clausen got 2. So the Dells Ducks will get a power play out of this. And what I'm unsure of is if we skate 4-on-4 until the 2-minute mark, or if the Ducks get that power play right off the hop here. Either way, only 3.2 seconds left of the period, so however it shakes out, we'll see it in the second.
Yeah, I would think it would be 4-on-4 and then 5-on-4 after the initial 2 minutes.
Seem odd to you that was the first penalty of the game? Usually when these two teams mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, they've been playing clean, skate, good end-to-end action, even though the Riverkings have a vast advantage in shots of 20-8, but it doesn't feel like that's been that much of an advantage. It started off that way, and they're bringing the face-off all the way down into the Riverkings defensive zone, too. So
yeah, it does look like the Ducks will get that power play at the front end here. So it'll be Scott to take the draw. See if he can pull it back to Kupstein over his left shoulder. Just tried the shot, didn't miss it by much. Holmberg tosses toward the net mouth. That'll do it for the period.
Shots on goal are sponsored by Cobblestone Hotel and Suites at the end of the first period.
So that'll do it for the first period of play. Brandon and the three boys and J-Man's came watching. No score between the Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings and the Dells Ducks after 20 minutes. My name is Matt Penyer. His name is Mark Lochner. And Mark, really not a bad period by any stretch of the imagination for either team. It sort of had that feel of two teams that haven't seen each other, kind of feeling each other out to start off the weekend set.
Yeah, nobody really took any chances or anything. I mean, each side got some decent shots on goal, and kind of end up at the end of the period there with that penalty that neither one of us saw, and we'll kind of see how that pans out. I mean, the Riverkings so far have only allowed 6 power play goals out of 52 chances, at least according to the USPHL website here, but they also show 1 for 5 at home, so I don't think that's possible because they haven't had any. Game? This is their first home game, so.
Were they here for the scrimmage? No, I'm just kidding.
That would explain it, but
wouldn't it though? And now there's a third player going into the box for the Riverkings. I wonder if there was something happening as the players came out. Foray was in. It looked like Gruda was serving the second penalty for Foray, but now Jimenez is serving one. And it looks like we're going 5-on-3 for the first minute 56. Elite. Well,
did he say illegal procedure?
Illegal procedure. So did they have 2 men in motion before the snap? Is that what that is?
I guess they're going to put a test to this Riverkings penalty kill. Well, this will be a definite test of their penalty kill and potential momentum builder if they can come through without giving up any goals on this. So we'll see. Ooh.
Oh, look out. Kupstein drops it off. Shot taken to foul zone. Had to make a save.
That puck stopped like it hit a patch of water or something right out in the slot.
That is what can potentially happen here with the quote-unquote fresh ice. Sometimes it's still a little bit sticky to start off the period as the Dells Ducks gain the zone. Here's Kupstein going to try the shot. The save will be made by Yildirim. And he'll hang on. A minute 30 still left of the 5-on-3.
He did a really good job. He slid from post to post as Kupstein went behind the net and got tight to the post and didn't let him sneak it in on the backside. He kind of tried to come up into the face-off circle and flip it over his shoulder, and Yildirim said, no, not today.
Dells Ducks 13.1% on the power play. It'll be a face-off over to the right-hand side of Yildirim. It's Jack Kupstein, who has been the main man on the power play for the Dells Ducks this season. Defenseman number 4, 2 power play goals from him. Owen Plummer had 2 in that game against Steele County last weekend.
The officials are talking to the scorekeeper right now. I'm not sure what they're...
It doesn't seem like the penalty time is jiving with the time on the clock, because there was a minute 56 of power play time, and by my calculation, it looked like we're about 4 seconds off on that first penalty. So might, I think, need to be 122 and not 126.
Yeah, I think they had it reset to 2 minutes.
Kind of what it looks like.
I don't know.
But then again, that would require me doing math in my head, and that's not a good thing. Sorting out some
I've got my Homer glasses on. I think it should be like 1 minute left.
Easy there, Mark. Easy. So we'll get that sorted out here, and always brings up.
Added.
Yeah, there we go. So maybe it ticked down a little more than I thought. All right. See, like I said, doing math in the head, dangerous stuff.
That's a lot of numbers up on the board.
Oh, that's
my wife's a math teacher, so she'd be yelling at me right now.
Oh, no.
Going, come on.
I'm going to say that's why they created journalism majors. And I was one of them. So that always raises that interesting conversation of, do you like the power play at the start of a period? I'm sure a lot of teams will just say, I'll take a power play whenever, but there's always that school of thought that your players come out, they're not quite as into the contest after sitting for 20 minutes or 17 minutes or whatever the period break might be.
Yeah, even if it takes you 30 seconds to get rolling, or a minute, or even a couple of minutes, well, then your power play is kind of washed out. So, and
not only that, you give a little momentum to the other team because they come off of a kill too. So pretty critical juncture to start here, really, when you boil it down.
It's kind of interesting to see the Ducks are having a little team building session over there. They're talking through some strategy, and the Riverkings are just out kind of skating around like they know what they have to do. They have to get the puck and get it out of the zone, and win the face-off is critical when you're in this situation, so you can dump it and get rid of it.
Yeah, the 3 on the ice for the Riverkings will be number 8, Owen Tudich, number 9, Alexander Wilharm, and number 23, William Chaussee. So those are the 3 out for the kill.
And I wonder if that, not having seen them play face-to-face, in person, I'm curious if that's by design, if that's their speed and fast, if that's their fast line. But just a little caption here in the program for tonight, welcoming William Chaussee from Quebec, diehard Montreal Canadiens fan. And
oh, you have to be there.
Well, yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
That might be a law.
That's religion, man. I'll tell you, I was in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago for work, and I was walking through the casino, and I could tell exactly who the Las Vegas Golden Knights were playing that day. It was Montreal, because everyone's walking around with their Canadiens gear on.
So they're allowing the players to come out onto the ice and kind of loosen up and skate around a little bit. So
you know what
now they're calling everybody back.
Yeah, I'm wondering with this long break here, players want to keep their legs going, want to keep the blood pumping a little bit, keep stretched out. For a second there, I was wondering if maybe what we were looking at was, we had seen the ice was a little sticky. So maybe if part of the delay was to let the ice freeze up a bit.
That could be. That would make a little bit more. That would make a little more sense. Because now they've got the time reset to 122.
Would you believe it? I was right.
You were right.
Oh, somebody tell my wife. Doesn't happen often. Backhanded to the line, and here's Jack Kupstein.
Yeah, he tried backhanding that out, and it didn't have much on it, so they were able to hold it in.
There's Kupstein stepping down to the bottom of the circle. Will feed it all the way through. Ends up on the stick of Austin Holmberg on the far side. Ducks now moving left to right on your radio dial on WIRI. Here's Kupstein stepping in. Shot. Glove save made by Yildirim. I think it deflected off of the glove and out of play.
Yeah, it went high and into the netting, so we'll have a face-off here to the, looks like, stick side of Yildirim. Beauchamp, McNeish, and Bond out for the Riverkings.
Ducks will make one change. Looks like, oh no, Reese Atkins was out on the ice, and here's Kirchman off of the face-off win for the Ducks. Swung over to this side. Kupstein thinking about it, gives off for Braden Kirchman. Surveys, deals down to the bottom of the circle. Atkins returns to Holmberg. Holmberg walking through, takes the shot. It got blocked in front. Rebound loose in front for Kirchman, and he'll just have to retreat. Throws it out in front. Plummer shot, and it goes wide right as the net goes off of the moorings. Yildirim was kicking off from post to post, ended up knocking the net off of the moorings. I don't know that one was on target, but certainly a lot to look at there for the Ducks.
Yeah, they had a really good look at it right there. The puck seemed like it sat out there for a while for me, so I'm sure Yildirim thought it probably seemed like a half a period.
40 seconds left on the two-man advantage for the Ducks as they set up again. Here's Austin Holmberg. Surveys, shoots over the top of the net, and again, out of play. I think Yildirim got an elbow on that one.
Yeah, he's nodding his head. He's psyching himself up here. 32 seconds left on the initial penalty.
Yeah, he is being tested here early on in this second period. Ducks win the face-off again, but this time miscommunication. It'll be chopped all the way back into the Ducks zone.
Yep, got the clear. It was Bonin helped.
Here comes Holmberg racing into the offensive zone. Plummer just able to get back on side. Holmberg swinging around over to the far side for Kirchman. Held in at the line nicely there by Reese Atkins. Trying to skate through onto the stick of Kirchman. He'll throw it in front and miss Plummer just by an inch. Here's Holmberg. 5 seconds left of the 5-on-3. Down to the bottom of the circle. Atkins surveys, tried to toss it in front, got blocked, but he's got the puck back. One man back for the Riverkings. Kupstein steps in, shoots it over the top of the net. Rebound comes back toward the line. One man back here. Lecomptis out of the box, and now here comes Bonin. Bonin chopped at there by Plummer. Crossed the line, and now both back for the Riverkings. So the Ducks get their opportunities, but the Riverkings kill off the two-man advantage.
That's huge. Let's see if they get some defensive... they didn't give them the touch-up at center ice.
Yeah, it looked
so
like
the Ducks aren't going to be able to change.
Yeah, it looked like Owen Plummer was just on the wrong side of the line. Might have got a piece. Didn't matter, though.
So we'll see. The Riverkings now with the offensive zone face-off after killing off a 5-on-3. If they can control this and get a little bit of a shot here, we'll see.
LeComp with a shot, rebound, chance, Falzone kicks at it, and eventually gets the cover. With that left leg down, Falzone able to hold the line.
Boy, there was one for the Riverkings that sat out in front, and nobody could get a stick on it to put it in the back of the net. Falzone was down, but ended up able to cover up and live to fight another day.
All of these chances coming off of face-offs on both sides. Saw it on the Ducks side on that 5-on-3. Now the Riverkings with an opportunity off of the draw.
Yeah, Falzone adjusting his mask.
I'd say maybe a little bit of a delay tactic here by the 20-year-old tender, but he did get the change that he was looking for, so adjusting the equipment, and he'll step back out with a face-off over to his right-hand side. Ducks won the draw. Riverkings can't step off of the wall, and here come the Ducks now chipping ahead. This is John Scott around Whitehead. He's got a man in front, going to throw it that way. Rebound chance. Calzada can't get to it in time, and now here come the Riverkings 3-on-2. It's Chevy for LeComp. Backhander, and that one just wide after the save is made by Falzone.
Oh, just a bounce just outside the reach.
Puck popped off of the wall. Damian Calzada trying to race through neutral. Lost the handle. Shemi carries it over the line. Got LeComp going into the net mouth. Backhanded. Loose in front. LeComp was trying to pull it and then take the shot, but he lost the handle on the puck. Ducks wide open in front.
He was wide open net. He just couldn't pull the puck into a shooting position.
Backhanded pass gets intercepted by the Ducks and cleared back out to center. Here's Lucas Whitehead, watched by Damian Calzada. Gave it across to Dubel. Pass back ahead for LeCompte. Carrying it over the line. He'll get roughed up there by Austin Plummert. Rug it around back out to center where it's picked up by Wilhar. Nice stick there by Shemmy. Now he'll work. Take the shot. The glove save made by Falzone.
Well, that was a good save. That was headed for the upper corner, and he was able to get a glove on it.
Good move there by David Shemmy as he was able to shake free. Got a pretty good look. Riverkings have another shot taken. Save made there by Falzone. Riverkings still in possession. Chaussee will accept at the top of the circle. So Riverkings work the near side wall. Pass in front deflected high and up over the net. Riverkings buzzing a bit here. Now a stuffed attempt at the side. Stopped by Falzone. Chaussee has it again. Riverkings still in possession. Bryceland tossed it down low here. Chaussee swinging over to the far side. Wrist shot. Didn't make it through. Still loose at the side of the net. And they chopped it just wide as Falzone was down on his stomach. Now thrown toward the net mouth and the Ducks will clear. Two pretty good shifts by the Riverkings as they put the pressure on. Ducks can't intercept, and now with some numbers coming back the other way. Riverkings are in. Good stick by Lucas Epperson defensively to knock it away from Denty. Ducks again having their issues getting that puck back out to neutral. Riverkings race over to hold it in again. Now bounce to the line. Wilhar throws that one back down low. Allows Riverkings to chase on the forecheck. Bryceland knocked it away from Schuster. Rung back ahead, but again on the intercepted Chaussee. He'll get run into by Epperson. Deflected back to Denty with a shot in the glove save. Made it held onto by Falzone.
Well, the Riverkings are sure putting the pressure on right there. They holding the zone. They're getting some good shots. Just some wide open looks, and the puck just not bouncing their way right now.
Yeah, Falzone coming up with some nice stops. Seen 28 and stopped them all so far. Couple of open looks. You can see the Ducks have been stacking the box in front of their goaltender, trying to take away those second and third chance opportunities. Falzone hasn't given a bunch up. When he has, the Ducks have been there. We'll see if the Riverkings can continue to pound the puck toward Falzone's net. Clean face-off win there by Hill. Spun back by Schweitzer. Stops at the bottom of the circle, gives back to Beauchamp. Wrist shot through traffic, off of the backside of Hill. Loose at the side of the net. Taken back by Bagnoli. And here's Bagnoli looking to set up. Through for Beauchamp. He gets rung there by Reese Atkins. Nice stick check by number 89. Again, the Ducks stacking the box in front of the tender. Give it over to this side for Hill. He'll think about it. Knocked away and a chance for the Ducks to come back the other way with numbers.
3-on-1.
It's Schuster. He has Epperson breaking into the net mouth. Gonna feed it that way. Score! Lucas Epperson on the deflection through the 5-hole of Urim, and it's the Ducks who score first.
Yeah, they took a chance. They dove. The Riverkings dove down in with their defenseman and got caught. Gave up the breakaway, and beautiful pass from the across to the slot, and was able to tuck it in 5-hole.
Lucas Epperson's first goal of the season, 3rd point for the returner out of Kearney, Nebraska. And that was a punch-counter-punch situation. Now here comes a 2-on-2 back the other way. Plummer trying to feed it through to Gabe Kruger. Yeah, the Riverkings with all kinds of momentum, throwing those pucks and those bodies toward the net mouth, and a lucky bounce of the Ducks were able to go back the other way.
And now you can see it. The Ducks look like they've got an extra little step in it.
A shot from Jackson Lawless will go right into the glove of Yildirim, and it'll hang on.
Yep, that was a play by Lawless where just threw it on net. Didn't have a lot on it, but just seeing if he could maybe get a rebound or something. And Riverkings are going to have to take that punch and see if they can't come up with a counter punch here and equalize this game. They've had the...
Well, they've certainly been doing the right things, Mark, as they've been doing well in the offensive zone after killing off that 5-on-3, getting the opportunities, 28 shots on goal. But on the other side, sometimes that's how hockey works, right?
Yeah, that one bounce.
That one bounce. And here are the Riverkings looking to set up. They got two back behind the defense, just missing. Otherwise, Varga was going in with Lecomte all alone. Here are the Riverkings forcing the turnover. Fed over to this side for Varga. He'll just let it go back to the point, will harm. And now a centering pass. It's Shemi spinning back at the bottom of the circle. Passed off for Lecomte. He'll try the shot. The save made by Falzone. Rebound for Varga. Toss across. They score!
That was beautiful patience. Beautiful patience. He looked like he was going to try and bury one up in the top shelf. And he snuck around on the backside, and he found him with the pass and wide open look, and we are tied.
Sean Lecomte Jr. waiting at that far side post, or at least far side from where the puck was, near side. If you're watching here on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, wide open. Ducks couldn't get over there in time, and we are square with 13-14 left in the second.
That's the answer you're looking for. A nice quick answer too. You don't mess around, don't wait around, able to take care of business right away.
Mentioned Lecomte just joining the Riverkings, and what a line he has joined with those two top scorers. So here they come again, and it's Lecomte on his horse, backhander over the top of the net.
Boy, that was a burst of speed.
So Lecomte now with 2 goals in 3 games for the Riverkings. Here's Damian Calzada, couldn't get it out. Shemi trying to play the puck, and now here come the Ducks. They got Scott ahead if they can feed him.
Nice play.
Good stick by Beauchamp. Otherwise, Scott was getting ready to go in alone. Pumped up the wall past Keenan Miller. Ducks will chase into their own end. Defenseman Austin Plummer, one of the twins out of Hudsonville, Michigan. Intercepted by Tudich. Spinning back here, Shemi. Shemi feeds for Bonine. Bonine pass across. Another shot taken and deflected over the top of the net. Riverkings starting to find some soft spots and some opportunities as we roll toward the midway point of regulation. Puck is under the pile, and eventually that whistle had to blow. I don't think that puck was coming out.
Yeah, there's players sitting down there, and
yeah, we would have been waiting until Tuesday for that puck to show up again.
I'm not sure where I want to go with that, so I'll just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, right? I mean, I got a lot of patience, but not that much.
Yeah. All right, so face-off coming up here to the glove side of Falzone, and Riverkings win that.
Yeah, kick free, and Falzone blockered that one aside. Schuster got to it first for the Ducks. And played back to the line as the Riverkings again force a turnover. Long wrist shot. That one wide on the net of Falzone. Ducks have it. Comes the goal scorer Epperson looking to hit Quentin Clausen. He'll be back behind the defense. Ildirim comes out to play the puck. Gave it over for Dubel. Dubel with a pass on. A couple of deflections and a nice play by the Riverkings. Able to break it back out to neutral. Clausen on the back check. Got taken down. Took his man down then. Carried on by Whitehead. He'll try the shot. Save made, and Falzone will hang on.
Yeah, Riverking was standing. Didn't see the number, but the Riverking was right on the doorstep if there was a rebound, but none to be had right there. The Ducks have seemed to change up. They've been camping guys out. They've been trying to leak people out when they break out of their zone at center ice and get behind the Riverkings defense. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That's how they scored that goal.
And that is a dangerous game to play as well. Sometimes you'll end up getting yourself caught. Here's Dubel. Back defensively for the Riverkings with a pass ahead. And now it's Bryceland back behind the defense, and he gets taken down. A diving chop by Plummer. Riverkings were looking for a penalty. They're not going to get one, as Plummer with a desperation play defensively. It ends up working out.
Boy, yeah, I don't know. He didn't really get enough of the stick. He kind of brought his stick down, but
Here comes Tudic with a shot by Dubo. Rebound just skips away. Another shot. That one sails wide off of the stick of Jose.
And I don't think Falzone saw that one.
Another one gets deflected wide. A shooting gallery here for the River Kings as they try to find their first lead of the contest. 10:35 left in the period. Tudic back to the line. Hurried shot toward the net mouth. Loose in front. Shot over the top of the net by Denty. And Denty is displeased. That was quite the chance.
And I think the face-off is coming out of the zone because I don't think it was deflected. I think it was on edge a little bit and he just flipped it up.
Yeah, he needed the 7-iron and he put the sand wedge under it.
Now you're talking my game golf.
There we go, right? And if you're me, it doesn't matter what club, because that ball is probably ending up in the water or the woods.
Hey, if you don't see majority of the course, you don't get your money's worth.
There you go. Yeah. If you pay per swing, I get the best out of every golf game. Face off just outside of the Duck zone. Through the skates of Caden Schweitzer. It'll be played ahead by Owen Plummert for the Dells Ducks, but Schweitzer there to help out as the River Kings look to go back on the attack. Holmberg turns the tide out to neutral. Ducks with a chance to set up in their own zone as we near the midway point of regulation. All square at one. Lucas Epperson for the Ducks, and LeCompte the other way for the River Kings. Good night to wear number 20. This one will be deflected back into the Ducks zone. Holmberg trying to give chase, but he's beaten to the puck by Bagnoli. Holmberg tied up. Ducks still looking to get that puck back up the wall. Intercepted by Bonini. He'll try the shot. Took a deflection. Over to the corner on the far side. Stays in play. Here's Hill. Feeding it to the line. Another wrist shot. This time Falzone lunges and hangs out of the puck with a glove.
Well, it's 9:34 left in the second period, so you're talking about it. 1-1, but the shots, the River Kings have peppered in this second period. They're up to 37 shots. But that's not the number that matters. It's that 1-1.
Now, Falzone, a goaltender that is not a stranger to seeing a lot of work in his 4 years with the Dells Ducks. One of those guys that likes more shots, I think.
Keeps you in the game.
Absolutely, as this one's just going to be taken back out to center by Hill. They'll try to reset things here for the River Kings. Backhanded in by Beauchamp. He'll take a big hit, and there's Hill at the side of the net. Couldn't get the shot off, though, and it's Gonzalez turning the puck over for the Ducks. Schweitzer has it for the River Kings. Pass across. Bagnoli on the backhand threw it through the blue paint. Chopped in at the side of the net, but Falzone was able to come up with a stop. Schweitzer over to the far side, sends the puck in. Looks like the Ducks will get to it first. Kupstein fanned on it, though, picked up by the River Kings. Here they are, stepping out, back into the attempt. Save made by Falzone, picked up by Kupstein. Just missed the connection with a shot dopped out at center, and here's Bonine. Into the line with Hill. Bonine takes a shot, glove save made, and once again Falzone hangs on.
And there's gloves everywhere. Not sure what happened, but a Duck player lost a glove, and so did a River King player. You know, it's kind of interesting at this level. Some of these guys have played together and stuff like that, and now they're on other teams, and you see some of that banter and that talk going back and forth. At this level, you don't know. I think with these two teams, I think it's pretty much banter.
And don't forget, there are players that return from both sides that remember each other, as we're going to see a high-sticking penalty come
up, I believe, on the Ducks.
Yeah, I think that's Andrew Skavich that took it, former River King. So he heads to the box, and we get our first look at the River King power play.
Yeah, River King's power play. My computer shut off.
That's okay, I got you.
You got me?
19.6%. 9 power play goals on 46 attempts so far this season.
20%, that's not bad. We're pretty close to it.
Swung over to the far side. Wrist shot. Save made by Falzone. Rebound is loose. Now at the side of the net, Ducks are able to disrupt things enough. Lucas Epperson gets in the way of the shot. Shemy tossing it down low. Here's Varga. Varga sees Beauchamp setting up in front. The big defenseman right down low where he's harassed by Keenan Miller. That return pass doesn't connect, and here's Varga again, bottom of the circle, throws it in front, off the side of the net from LeCompte. Looked very similar to that last Riverkings goal. Here's Shemy for LeCompte again. LeCompte trying to toss it in front, but Falzone attacks with a stick, and now we get a little bit of pushing and shoving. Beauchamp was there. He and Miller, giving Miller a little bit of the ragdoll treatment. Falzone gave him a shot too, and I think we're going to see a couple penalties here. Xavier Beauchamp, 6'5", 194, setting up in front. Scrapping there with Keenan Miller at 5'10", 161.
Yeah, that's why you said it looked like a rag doll there for a little bit. Of definite height and weight advantage to Beauchamp, but
yeah, I'll tell you, I'm 5'10". I ain't messing with anybody that's 6'5".
Taller they are, the easier they fall.
Well, I'll tell you, the scariest thing that I know is 5'2", and she's sitting at home right now. I get 3 wife jokes a game. I've used 2. Well, looks like Keenan Miller's going to get tossed out of the game.
Oh, did somebody just get tossed?
Yep, Miller's out. Beauchamp is still in the box. I wonder if Miller's going to get a third man in. Because initially Falzone gave the shove to Beauchamp, and then Miller came in and got involved. Okay, so there's 2 for rough. Oh, wow. So he got his hand up into the grill of Beauchamp, which means that the Riverkings now will extend that power play. It'll be a 5-minute major. I will go 4-on-4 here, or 4-on-3, I should say, for 118, and then the Riverkings will get into that major penalty territory.
Yeah, and that's the major penalty. That's the one where the buffet is open, and you can score as many as you want, and it doesn't end the power play.
Score at will. Well, some of the other games happening around the USPHL Premier Midwest West tonight. The Steele County Blades all over the Isani Outlaws. They're in Owatonna. They're about to the end of the second period. The Blades have a touchdown on the board at 7-2 over Isanti. And that one almost at the end of 40 minutes. The Hudson Havoc with a 1-0 lead over the Minnesota Moose in a battle of a couple of teams up in the top 5. The Moose sitting second in the Midwest West. The Havoc in 5th, the defending champions of the division. Maybe a bit of a surprise here. The Minnesota Squatch, well, we know they're good. They're at the top of the division at 24 points at 12-2. Taking on the Minnesota Blue Hawks. It's a 4-0 lead for the Minnesota Squatch. And that one is they are just past the midway point of regulation. I'll tell you, the Squatch are a scary team this year. We knew they could score last year. Defense was a bit questionable. Goaltending was a bit questionable. It's not questionable this year.
They button things up.
Yeah, it is not questionable this year. That is a team that is designed to head the Utica this year.
Well, they're not. I mean, they're not running away with the league, though. I mean, there's other teams that are hanging with them, but you don't have to play them every week.
Right, and another thing is too is teams, and we've seen this before. They ebb, they flow, and they change. Players in, players out, and when you're a good team like that, sometimes you get guys that get called up with your affiliations. So we'll have to see. I believe they are affiliated with the Ogden team, which is now the NCDC. Remember that whole West Division or Mountain Division, they all went NCDC. So Idaho Falls, Ogden, Utah Outliers. And you see some of the teams here from the Midwest that have turned into feeders for those teams now.
Yeah, and that makes it even harder to try and manage, as those players get called up, then you've got to try and fill in gaps and things at this level. And
of course, that
give these guys a lot of credit, the managers and the owners at this level that
it's a lot of
make it work.
A lot of moving parts and pieces, that is for sure. All right, so 4-on-3 for a minute 18 with 7:44 left here in the second. Square at 1. And then the Riverkings will get an extended power play. Shot taken, that one just wide. LeCompte couldn't catch up to the rebound. Here's Shemy. Back down for LeCompte. Going to return to Shemy. Top of the circle, near side, over to the far side. Shot deflected. What a save made by Falzone as he got the right pat down. And then he denied the follow-up chance from Shemy. Ducks will get the clear. That one took a funny hop.
It hit an official. That's the second time the puck's gotten hung up in official skates.
Ducks trying to clear out at neutral. LeCompte past Holmberg, and here comes LeCompte in over the line. Dipped around the defender, takes the shot, and the save made by Falzone.
Not sure if that went off his mask or a post.
Swung over to this side, Shemy steps in. He'll try the shot, he scores! David Shemy able to lift it over the blocker side of Anthony Falzone. It's a power play goal, and the Riverkings have their first lead at 2-1.
He had about a 6-inch window in the upper corner over the top of his shoulder, and he hit it. They call top shelf. That's exactly where he went.
So a power play goal here for the Riverkings from David Shemy.
So that should eliminate the 33 seconds on the power play, I would think.
Yes, so we'll skate 4-on-4 until the penalty to Beauchamp is over. Then it'll be back to the power play for the Riverkings. As Calzada tries to get back in front. That, of course, barring any further penalties from either team. As the Riverkings race back out 2-on-2. It's Hill working wide. Hill over toward the near side. Still with the puck. Going to give back to Chaussee. Over to the far side. Hurried on over to this side for Hill, who ends up shooting it wide.
He rushed that just a little bit. I think he had more time than he thought.
Couple of moves there by Bryceland, able to step off of the wall. Now fed back to Chaussee. This is Shemy's fourth goal of the season and first on the power play. Here's Hill. Cross, one-timer, blocked by the Ducks. They'll try to race back out. Good play by Bryceland. Lost his stick, but kept the play in the offensive zone, and more importantly, kept the Ducks from going back with numbers.
Yeah, they did. They had at least a 3-on-2 going the other way.
Here's Wilharm. Holmberg will swat that puck away. Wilharm in the corner. Has Chaussee again, left-handed defenseman, swinging over to the far side. Deposited down low. Still 4-on-4 here for the next 3 seconds. Then the Riverkings are back on the power play. They'll have 3 minutes on this major penalty. Picked back up by Tudich. Looking to work free in the corner. Gives back to Chaussee. Over to this side for Wilharm. Watched there by Calzada. Tap back down low. Fed across. Score! Tic-tac-toe and a goal from Matthew Hill. 3-1 Riverkings, and the power play stays on.
Very similar cross-ice pass. Falzone couldn't get all the way across, and it went hot top shelf up into the corner again, just over his stick side, over the blocker, and he just couldn't get to it.
Excellent puck movement by that Riverking power play right through the box over to the near side post where Matthew Hill, the former Kirkland Lake gold miner, was waiting. 7th of the season and a 2-goal lead for the Riverkings.
You were talking about, they were feeling each other out in the first period. Taking a major penalty in a game like this and, the ejection and stuff, that really has turned the tide here.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Ducks, too, because Keenan Miller, one of their penalty-killing defensemen, and someone who sees a lot of ice time. So they're going to be without his services for the rest of the game. Plus, the Riverkings still on the power play. Another shot. That one gets blocked on the way. Kevstein putting his man into the boards. Riverkings still have it. Back below. So it was Tudich who made that quick pass across.
So Kopstein, their leading scorer, is also on the penalty kill.
Man that does it all for the Dells Ducks.
And he just cleared.
Yeah, he had a hat trick against the Minnesota Moose in a game where the Ducks were down 4 times in the third period. He scored a shorthanded goal, a power play goal, and an even strength goal as a defenseman.
Isn't there a name for that?
I don't know. I would say we could call it the Jack Kupstein because you don't see a lot of defensemen doing that. Here's Shemy. And power play still on here. Shemy will get it back. He's got one of the 2 power play goals of the 3 tallies here in this second period for the Riverkings. Here's Lecomte. He's got one too. Lecomte gonna get it right back. Shut it off of the side of the net. And Lecomte will pick it up again. Now fed out in front. Save made. Rebound chance there and fell zone from his belly. Able to cover. And now we've got a little bit of bedlam.
The puck was loose, and I think they blew the whistle maybe to protect the goalie a little bit because he was down on his stomach. Either that or the official lost sight of the puck.
Yeah, it looked to me like Falzone had abandoned the stick and put his hand down to try to cover the puck with a blocker. I don't know that he had it completely covered, but he got the whistle he was looking for. Still 66 seconds left on this power play for the Riverkings, and as we mentioned, this is the major, so they've already scored once on it. They'll have another opportunity, and then another opportunity if they cash it again. And if you're the Ducks right now, got to get through this next minute 6. See what you can brew up before the break, as Falzone has to make another stop. A shot on goal number 48 for the Riverkings.
Yeah, this next minute 4 is critical for the Ducks because this is 3-1 to 4-1. That's a big leap. I mean, you still got a whole nother period to play, but the momentum is all on the Riverkings side right now.
Jose will toss it down low, and he'll pick it back up, give it over to this side for Bryceland. As the Riverkings work the perimeter off of the face-off win. Bryceland across, one-timer, and that one got blocked by Owen Plummert on the way. Austin Plummert, rather. Now here's Owen Plummert, number 12, up at forward. Bryceland with a couple of spins. Plummert trying to lift this stick. Got to be careful. But Bryceland does get away. Bryceland now trying to make the move. Lost the handle on the puck, which is still loose and picked back up by the Ducks. They'll sky it ahead. This one will go off of Jose. Ends up on Yildirim's stick. Thought about the cover, then decided to brush it off. 22 seconds left of the period. Back into the Ducks zone. It is the Riverkings that get to it first. Ducks are able to clear to the line. Not out as Jose holds on the near side. Here's Hill. Picks it to the bottom of the circle. Return to Jose. He'll walk the line over toward the far side. Pass got intercepted there by Plummert. Could not clear. Here's Tudich. His pass
over.
And so the Ducks will send Clausen out. He'll get back behind the defense. Yildirim with a poke check knocks it away.
Heads up by Yildirim.
Yeah, there again, we see him coming out to clear that puck, but now here comes Lucas Epperson. He lost it in the skates of the official again. And we get a whistle here and a penalty coming up. It'll be a holding call. And it looks like it's to Bryceland.
It's a bad penalty to take after you build all this momentum and now you put them right on the power play.
Yeah, big opportunity here for the Dells Ducks with 2:28 left in the second period. You've given up 3 straight, including 2 on the power play, and now a chance to get a little bit closer before intermission. Ducks 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Remember, they had that 5-on-3 to start the period, and it's cleared out by the Riverkings. Drop back for Jack Kupstein.
Pressure by McNeish. Who's it?
That's Bagnoli. Ripped it away from Kupstein. Remember, he did that right at the start of the period as well. And now here comes Owen Plummert. Plummert carrying it up in the line. Lost the handle. Reese Atkins trying to kick it free. Does. Has Kirchman sitting up in front. Has Kupstein going that way too. Fed back to the line, but it comes right back to Atkins. Puck bounce around. There's Schuster playing the puck down low. They got a little too much under that one. Up and out of play.
There's that sandwich again.
The back-handed sandwich. And quite honestly, next time I golf, I might try that because it can't be much worse.
Have you ever tried left-handed? Or, I don't know. Maybe you are left-handed.
They don't even let me drive the golf cart left-handed.
Oh.
Face-off coming up over the right-hand side of Yildirim. Damian Calzada, he is shifty. Gets through, drops back to see me by Yildirim. Off of John Scott.
That was a nifty move and a good pass, and Yildirim was equal to the task.
Like I said, we emptied out Kearney, Nebraska for this contest Or excuse me, that's Epperson. Plainfield, Illinois, Damian Calzada, 5'5", 130. He's 16 years of age for the Dells Ducks. Been one of their top scorers this season.
Might have family here too, because there's a Nebraska
Shot got blocked as Scott took the opportunity.
License plate out in the parking lot too.
Oh, there we go. That's a bit of a drive. There's Plummer.
What else are you going to do on a weekend in November?
In Nebraska? I don't know. There are ski hills there. I didn't know that. But that was kind of weird the first time I drove into Omaha and they were advertising ski hills off of the highway. Yeah, new to me.
That's
right?
News to me too. I did not know that.
I don't know what you technically have to have in an elevation change for a hill. Oh, there's Plummer right in front, and what a play made by Beauchamp to tie him up. We're into the final 75 seconds of the period. 45 seconds left on the Ducks power play. They trail 3-1. Riverkings getting very aggressive over that far side on Reese Atkins. Ended up forcing the turnover. Now here's Schuster for Kirchman out of neutral, and it'll be Reese Atkins in over the line. Ran out of time and a feed down low for Kupstein. Kupstein dipping and dashing in the corner. He'll get taken down by Beauchamp. Now Kirchman there to help out. Big hit by Beauchamp. And it'll come back up to the line for Atkins. Atkins swings over for Kupstein. Passed it through. Kirchman trying to throw it in front. Puck is loose. They score. Alex Schuster puts it home. With 5 seconds left on the power play, the Ducks cut into one.
It slipped past and went right between. I don't know which River King was standing there when it went right between his legs, and he was waiting for it in the blue paint. Buried it.
I believe that River King was Bonine, who was standing right in front of the net. Kind of a bad break there for him. Yildirim made an initial stop, and then that puck just sort of slowly rolled out front where Alex Schuster was on the spot.
Said, thank you very much. That was about as easy of a goal as it gets.
Big goal there, 6th of the season for Schuster as the Ducks cut it back to 1. River Kings looking to get right back at him though. Back to the line, chopped at, held in there by Wilharm. Kirchman will get the assist. This puck comes back out. Accepted on the backhand by the River Kings. Their show say with a shot. Score! Deflected in.
We'll hang on. We'll see. That might be a high stick.
I think it was LeCompte who ended up putting it home. The Ducks are trying to argue that that stick was up high. We'll take a look. You can see it on the replay. And from my viewpoint, that one was clean. Shoulder height is what you're allowed.
It looks like the officials are nodding their head. They're going, good goal.
Yeah, they are. And I know the Ducks in live time, that's a hard one to take, but once they see the replay, those sticks were right about where they had to be. I think it was LeCompte who was the last to touch it. And the response from the River Kings, less than 20 seconds after the Ducks closed the gap.
Yeah, that's an incredible answer there. With 11 seconds left, that's a killer for a great answer for the River Kings and a killer for the Ducks. You know, you fight and scratch and claw to get that power play goal and then right back at it.
Here come the River Kings over the line with LeCompte again. Ends up deflecting it over the top of the net. Ducks will just send it right back out to center. And that'll do it for a very busy second period. 6 goals on the board, 4 for the River Kings, 2 for the Ducks here at the break. Welcome back, everyone. Just about to begin the third period here from the Southwood County Rec Center on 105.5 WIRI, Flow Hockey, and Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Nice to have you with us. A 4-2 River King lead in a very offensively minded second period. Matt Panier, Mark Lochner joining you here. And Mark, we waited for the floodgates to open, and they certainly did in that middle frame.
Yeah, they opened and they kept coming. It just when it looked like, you know, the Ducks jump out to that 1-0 lead, and you're like, well, let's see what the River Kings can answer. And then Wasn't a minute later, and they tie it back up, and then you had the penalties started entering in, and that really was the Ducks' demise in that period, with giving up the power play, the 2 power play goals. They're actually kind of lucky they only gave up 2 on that major, the 1 on the major. And then they were able to come back with that answer, with under a minute left in the period, and you think, okay, here we go, 3-2, and 11 seconds left, and the River Kings bury that one and come up with the answer, and that was huge. So we'll see what the Ducks have in them to see if they can come back. The 2-goal lead, not insurmountable, but we will see if the Ducks, if that was a demoralizing or if they're able to right the ship and put together any kind of a offensive charge here in the third period.
Yeah, we'll have to see. The Dells Ducks have put up some decent offense in third periods this season. Remember that game against the Minnesota Moose where they scored 4. They've scored 16 third-period goals, but have allowed 30. On the other side of the River Kings, they do most of their damage in third periods. They've scored 25 third-period goals and only have surrendered 9 so far this season. So third periods have been very good for the Wisconsin Rapids River Kings. And when the River Kings lead after 40 minutes of play, they're 8-0. They're perfect. They haven't surrendered a lead or allowed a point.
No, and that's third period dominance like that. That's usually an indication of really good conditioning and discipline and assessing. Hey, what's the other team throwing at us, and making some adjustments in between periods, and you win the face-off to start the game.
Yeah, and very important to note, good goaltending as well from Boreal Dirham and Ian Tom. Here are the Ducks looking to race back out the other way. Braden Kirchman might have a step on Dubel here. Wants to turn the corner. Kirchman had it poked away as the Ducks try to go on the attack. Go back right to left once again here in this third period. River Kings left to right across your radio dial or here on Flow Hockey. Here's Lucas Whitehead retreating back as the Dells Ducks will chase in with 2 down low on the forecheck. Alex Schuster trying to cut things off. Damian Calzada hoping to connect with Schuster. Puck got intercepted as it's back to the line, and here's Austin Holmberg keeping the play alive. Schuster drop back for Kirchman. Save made by Yildirim.
What a save.
Yeah, flashed out that left pad. It was a nice one. Now Schuster tracking back on the back check. Took the puck away from Shemy. And Kupstein will return to Schuster. Boy, that would have been a big one there for the Dells Ducks in the first minute of this third period. Dangerous pass intercepted for a moment. Flipped back up to center by the Ducks. No, it was held in there by Chaussee.
Good play.
And now here are the Ducks with another opportunity to get it out. This time they can. Ship free. Ducks will chase again. Chaussee. The only one back for the River Kings, but that was all they needed. And Holmberg will send that one right back in.
Both teams get a change.
Yeah, a little bit of back and forth to start off this third period. Got a 4-2 lead for the River Kings. There's Epperson. Give it off for Quentin Clausen. Could not corral. Puck will come back for Austin Plummert. Ahead for Clausen again. Pushed out to Epperson. He's been out there since the start of the period, nearing a 2-minute shift here as Plummert sends in. And at the end of the shift, it looks like Schuster took a penalty. Apply the hit on Wilharm. Extra attacker coming out here for the River Kings. Clausen on the touch, brings the whistle.
Interference.
If so, Epperson, who was out there for quite a while, ends up taking the penalty, so he'll take a break here for the next 2 minutes or less with 17:57 left here in the third.
Initially, Wilharm was slow to get up, but it looks like he's all right. He's talking to the trainer, and he kind of shrugging his shoulders, and he's like, I'm fine.
Well, the Dells Ducks certainly needing the penalty kill here, and the River Kings know that they could put this one out of reach or at least make it very, very difficult. They'll send out that top line.
I'm wondering what the conversation, they're going 5 minutes? For 5 minutes, another 5-minute major, boarding.
Anthony Rohde stepping down to ask the question.
Epperson's poking the ref in the back with the stick, asking for an explanation. Well, this just got a whole lot bigger.
Absolutely, because this is the second major penalty the Ducks have taken, and the second opportunity for the Riverkings to score multiple times on a power play. They scored 2 the last time they had the chance, and now they'll set up again here with a full 5 minutes of power play time.
And they win the face-off, so in control.
A shot taken, that one deflected off of foul zone, and it'll come all the way back out to center. Shemmy backhanding ahead as he dished on for Beauchamp, kicked it free, but it'll be intercepted by Calzada. Now here comes John Scott in, had it poked away, got a backhanded attempt off, but it ends up sailing over the top of the net.
Can't imagine Coach Petchman is very happy with giving up a breakaway when you're up on the power play.
Yeah, again, it's that urgency thing, right? Early on in a period, who's got the urgency on a man advantage? Certainly, you want to be that team that has it. The Bells Ducks showing a little bit more urgency on that shift, but still plenty of time here for the Riverkings with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left on the man advantage. Still skating over the line with Hill. Hill, who's got one of the 4 here for the Riverkings, is going to skate all the way through and drop it off in the point area. Now, shot, save made. A nice deflection in front. Falzone put that left pad down and got the denial.
Yeah, just if that's 6 inches higher, that's a goal, because he just chipped it, couldn't chip it over the pad.
And we've seen some really nice movement by this River King power play. There's a shot taken. That one sails over the top of the net as Bryceland came in. Jose drifting back. Reese Atkins there, applying some pressure. And now Hill out of center. Retreats into his own zone where he's watched by Atkins. Dished off for Jose. He'll carry it over the line, 3-on-2. Carries to the slot, and then spins back at the top of the circle. Dish back, Bryceland. Had that one deflected away by Austin Plummert, who will win the race and clear. Long pass ahead there from Deerham. Does get to the Ducks line. No further, though, as Plummert again applies the hit. And now here comes Schweitzer in. Schweitzer giving the shoulder over to the right-hand side. Now skates to the left. Schweitzer lost the handle, had some help there. Plummert again there for the clear.
Boy, the Riverkings just can't get anything set up. You were talking about it seemed like the Dells has just a little bit more of a step. You know, they're playing with like that urgency. I mean, they're down 2 goals, so you would think so, but
here's Varga. He's going to slip the check of Hulling. Picks it back up behind the net. Feeds over to the circle on the far side as the Riverkings look to set up here. They'll send that top power play unit back out. Here's Lecomte. 2 goals already in the contest. Gives off for Varga. Beauchamp looking to set up in front. Varga throws it that way. Takes a deflection wide. Lucas Andruskevich drawing the assignment of trying to tie up with Varga in front. There's a shot taken, and that one skips wide. Here's Bryceland.
Another penalty coming up on the Ducks.
Bryceland ended up, Beauchamp got spilled in front. There's a shot. And
tripping.
Yes, indeed, a tripping call. Well, that is what you do if you're the Riverkings. You have that obvious size advantage of Xavier Beauchamp, 6'5", 194. Park him in front, let him battle, and may not have got the goal, but he draws the penalty.
That much reach and everything, you know, with the stick and the long arms and the long legs. Riverkings have a couple of guys that are in that 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" area.
So it's Lucas Andruskevich who ends up taking the penalty. So a full 2-minute 5-on-3 coming up here for the Riverkings. They end up taking the draw away. This will be Bonin. A shot. That one just wide. Shemmy picks the puck back up, and Bonin has it again. He'll try a shot. That one got deflected in front. Inadvertently off of, I believe that's Bryceland, and now here's Bonin again. He'll fire a shot in foul zone, makes the save as it blockers up and into the netting.
Yeah, so far the shots they're taking from the point, they're clean. They're not really a screen in front or anything. Falzone's able to get a good clean look at it and been able to stonewall everything so far.
And he's done a good job of brushing those pucks out of danger as well. He'll have Austin Plumert, Austin Holmberg, and Damian Calzada as the three killers for the Ducks. Varga stepping in to take the face-off as Beauchamp, who is not yet set up in front. Here's Beauchamp at the top of the circle. Turned over to Austin Holmberg and he'll clear. Could be a very large kill for the Dallas Ducks. The important thing for them going forward here, though, is this has to be the last penalty they take in this contest.
Yeah, you would think so.
Here's Shemy in over the line. Dropped it back. Beauchamp shot that headhunter, just missed, and ends up deflecting off of the glass and all the way down. Down a minute 6 left on the 5-on-3. Carried in over the line by Bonin. Had it chipped away by Kupstein, and Reese Atkins able to lift the stick of Shemy, and the puck will come back out to neutral. There's Lecomte trying to skate around Kupstein. Slips the check. Still has the puck with the shot save made. And Falzone will swallow up the rebound.
Dropped down between his legs, squeezed the pads, and lives to fight another day.
And
54 shots on goal for the Riverkings, but haven't been able to put one in the back of the net yet with this two-man advantage.
still have another 49 seconds on the 5-on-3 at the face-off coming to the left-hand side of foul zone. It's a clean win back to Bryceland. He'll get it again. Bryceland thinking about the shot. Feeds down low to the bottom of the circle. We'll get it right back. Winds up the shot. Just missed it wide of the blocker side.
He had an opening on the net.
He definitely did, and Bryceland will try again. Now there's Hill with a one-timer. That one is off of Falzone's shoulder and wide. And now Bryceland, he'll just walk right in. Try the shot, got deflected. Puck back to Hill. He'll fire a shot, it's blocked. Save made, rebound, loose at the side. It goes through the blue paint. Bryceland has it again. Fakes, takes. Save made by Falzone. Doesn't know where the rebound is. It's still loose. Schuster going to lose his stick.
Everybody broke a stick.
Yeah, sticks flying everywhere. Schuster trying to tie up his man. The Ducks only have two players with a stick right now. 17 seconds left of the 5-on-3. Schuster doing really nice work to hold that puck. And now Atkins has it, but he can't clear. Ducks have one man back. Trying to go all the way through. Puck is poked free by the Ducks and out to neutral with just 5 seconds left on the power play. Schuster comes back to get his stick. Ducks back to 5-on-5. They have killed off that full 2-minute 5-on-3 and the major. Threatened out over though. Here's Bryceland trying to weave all the way through. Takes the shot and scores!
Wow. Don't get the power play, but that's a killer. That is a killer. They kill off the power play, but couldn't get it out of the zone.
Yeah, that went off of Kupstein in front. Changed direction on foul zone. And Bryceland, who had 2 or 3 really nice looks on that 5-on-3, ends up putting one home 5-on-5. That's going to do it for Anthony Falzone. J.C. Aguilar will come in.
You know, I wonder if he's not feeling it, because there's been a couple of times he's pulled his mask off and kind of been bent over, and now it looks like he's going to the locker room. I wonder if he's not 100%.
Yeah, maybe. And remember, it's Anthony Falzone who has played now 6 games straight here for the Dells Ducks. They were a little concerned last week because they've been using him a lot lately, and 58 shots on goal, a pretty heavy workload here. They might be even thinking about playing him again tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be a reason to give him a little bit of a rest.
There's Scott with a one-timer, sails it over the top of the net. Riverkings now up 5-2 as Plummer pumps that one wide.
The official's over there shaking his head because it's hit his same official. It seems like it's hitting his skates.
Yeah, he's sticky today. Puck keeps coming at him. Here the Riverkings going right back to work, trying to build on that 5-2 lead with 12-11 left in the period. Shot and a save made by J.C. Aguilar, who steps in for the Ducks as the goaltender. Aguilar, 5'10", 214, 16-year-old out of Highland Park, Illinois. Aguilar had a really nice start in the game against Isanti. It was his first. He's 0-1 and 1 shootout loss on the season.
Oh, that's tough.
And here come the Ducks back the other way. Shot taken, save made. Sorelli was breaking to the net mouth looking for the rebound. He'll spin away from a check. It was Owen Plummer who took the opportunity. Gabe Kruger also out on the ice. Pass through traffic, ends up getting intercepted by the Ducks. There's McNeish. spinning away from a hit. Owen Plummer trying to chip around the defender. The puck ends up in the bench.
So 11:41 left in the third.
Yes, indeed. We are back tomorrow. Same start time here from the Southwood County Rec Center as the teams meet for the second time of the weekend and second of 4. 2 teams will meet again coming out of the Christmas/New Year break at Lake Delton Ice on the 5th and 6th of January. You come down for that one, Mark?
You know, that wouldn't be. That wouldn't be outside the scope.
Not a far trip. Come see how we do it there at Lake Delton Ice.
Yeah, I might just have to check with the boss and.
Always check with the boss.
Always check with the boss.
Always check with the boss. This one is played back ahead by the Ducks and chipped into the offensive zone.
Check with the boss and see what the kids have for sports.
Yeah, there you go. Too. Yeah, lots going on. Lots going on. It is that time of year. Spun back here by Bagnoli as the Riverkings holding that 3-goal lead 9 minutes into this third period, looking to keep pace up top of that USPHL Premier Midwest West. There's a shot that just missed on Aguilar. I think he saw that right as it whizzed by the blocker side.
Yeah, that looked like it surprised him a little bit.
Seth Aguilar, one of the younger goaltenders for the Dells Ducks, who have played 4 goalies this season. This one is back to the line. Chaussee with a shot, saved by Aguilar, and he'll hang on. Goaltender that picked up the first win of the season for the Ducks is Michael Carden, who is still out. 6'2", 174, 18-year-old out of Dayton, Ohio. They're really high on Carden, looking forward to getting him back, most likely for the Detroit Showcase coming up next week. Both of these 2 teams headed out there.
Go over there for a little holiday cooking.
I'm looking forward to that one myself. Last year I decided to go out there and do some games. Got the invitation from my buddy Matt Peer, the voice of the Metro Jets. So be out there again, hanging out with you folks on Flow Hockey. This one is bounced in and will be held on to. So the Riverkings, boy, they are going to get themselves quite the matchups out there. They got the Chicago Cougars on November the 18th. They get the Fort Wayne Spacemen on the 19th. Remember, the Spacemen made the national tournament last year and
great name.
Knocked Hudson out of the final 16 in the national championship. The Metro Jets development program, who earlier this year beat the Metro Jets. That's right. And now here comes Shemmy back in behind the defense. Dished off, they score. And it's a hat-trick goal for LeCompte.
Good give and go. Ducks were trying to put some pressure on, and they got caught and gave up the 2-on-1, and beautiful give and go.
Yeah, Shemmy was out. Alex Schuster trying to get back on the back check. Could not catch up to LeCompte. And how about that? Third game. And he's got the Hattie. Not a bad addition to this River King lineup.
No, that kind of offensive power is pretty special. You talk about offensive power here. You're looking at some of the other scores. The Squatch was up 4-0. It's 4-3. The Blue Hawks have scored 3 straight in the third.
Oh, look out, Minnesota Squatch in the Battle of Minnesotas. Zach Colling coming in will try to dish that one off. Didn't have enough juice to get over to Quentin Clausen. It's now 6-2 in favor of the River Kings. Shemmy with a pass ahead, and he'll get it right back out at center. Boy, Shemmy really picking up the points here, and now he's getting fancy. Whitehead, come back over to this side for Shemmy. Trying to feed that one through the mixer, knocked down by Tunich with a shot, and the save made, held up by Aguilar.
Yeah, there was nothing Aguilar was going to do on that last one. Made a good save here, bouncing puck, and River Kings settled it down and got another shot on goal.
Yeah, so LeCompte picking up that goal, his third of the game. How about Shemmy? That'll be his third point. Goal and 2 assists. Long wrist shot, that one missed wide on Aguilar. Dibble will step up. And here is Jack Kupstein trying to spin free. So it took a little while for that offense to get going for the Riverkings. They now have 62 shots on goal.
And they are just keeping the pressure on, unable to hold it in there, but they've really been keeping the pressure on too. And they've actually been doing more damage with even strength in this period.
And you got to go back and look at that Ducks 5-on-3 opportunity that they had early on in the second period that the Riverkings were able to kill off. Although the Ducks did get that first goal from Lucas Epperson, and they scored another, that could have really changed the tide of the game. But the Riverkings were able to clamp down and make sure that they didn't let them get on the score sheet early enough. And then, of course, coming right back, scoring the goal, and 1 minute later there's another shot to the goal. It's Bryceland with his second of this third period, and it's now 7-2 Wisconsin Rapids.
Gave up the rebound on that shot, and Bryceland was all by himself, and pretty much a wide open net.
Yeah, no-look backhander using the goaltender as a passing apparatus as Bryceland was wide open in the circle on this side. And he's having himself a bit of a breakout game here now with his third and fourth goal of the year. Like we said, Bryceland was one of those players who last year, Mark, got to step into the lineup during that playoff series against the Minnesota Blue Hawks. Started to prove himself, and it's not just about what you do for the current season, but coming back here, showing that he was going to be one of the guys that Paul Petchman could rely on. And there he is now with 2 goals, and it's going to be a power play coming up here for the Ducks.
Well, and you don't score 7 goals. There's a chemistry with this team, it seems, just from being my first game that I've actually seen live. You don't put 7 goals up on somebody, like you said, that the Riverkings are 8-0 when they lead going into the third period, and they've been putting a lot of offensive pressure on, and
yeah, they are on their way to 9.
Yeah, they've identified something. If that's a 5-minute major.
Kneeing, 5-minute major to Chaussee. So the Ducks, 7:40 left here. They're going to get a full 5-minute power play. See if they can chop into this disadvantage at all. Kupstein tossing it up the wall, got intercepted there by Hill. Here is Kupstein. Ducks leading score, been held off the score sheet here tonight. Big hit applied there as the Ducks were going to this corner on Scott. Here's Kirchman. Reese Atkins tied up. Kirchman has it again. He'll survey.
Dubel's putting the pressure on in the corner.
Ducks will set it again. Atkins tried to step at the side of the net. Atkins was unable to put it home. Pardon me, that was Scott. Now here comes Hill. 1-on-2. Trying to chip around. Holmberg got back to the puck, but then it was kicked away by Aguilar. Nifty move there. Here are the Riverkings back in possession, just looking to kill a little bit of time, but Scott able to rip the puck away, and here come the Ducks back out. Scott, a 2-sport athlete at Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells. Well, I should say...
He looks like a strong, powerful kid.
Yeah, he played football for Reedsburg as well. You have to say Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells, of course, for the hockey team, and then these 2 teams are separate football entities. From his knees, getting back up. A couple of opportunities there for McNeish, and he drew a penalty.
I thought they might. I was looking for it almost on the first one because it looks like he swiped with his stick and took his legs out from underneath him. But then the second Giants, he did. He's going.
Yeah, McNeish trying to get free. Alex Schuster will be the guilty party.
I mean, that's just hard work. He was one on 2 down there, and he drew the penalty. to even up at least the next 2 minutes.
6 1/4 left here in the third. Riverkings to a commanding 7-2 lead here. They led 4-2 at the break. Opening it up here. 64 shots on goal to the 25 of the Dells Ducks.
Well, that work by McNeish, I mean, the Riverkings have been spending a lot of time in their offensive zone, even though they were down a man. And now they even it up by drawing the penalty.
And 4-on-4. Bonine will go back and be chased all the way by Lucas Epperson. And here's Bonine looking to wind up. A little bit of extra ice out there. Trying to skate through. He and Holmberg will meet in the corner. And a big hit by Bodine. The Ducks looking for a penalty, and they might get it.
I don't see a hand in the air, but he went down.
That was a big hit there.
Hope he's okay.
You're right. I didn't see the arm go up, but that whistle blew immediately, and it looks like they may be conferencing on this. Certainly the Ducks bench believes that's a penalty.
I heard the bench say checking from behind, but
it doesn't look like we'll see it. Austin Holmberg asking a question as well as he skates back to the bench.
He was looking right at it, so I don't. Maybe they are gonna. Yeah, they
are gonna do it.
They're gonna call it.
It'll be Bonine who takes it.
I didn't see a signal. Are they gonna call boarding or what are they calling?
So that will put the Ducks back onto the power play. And that's a 5-minute major. 5-minute major is getting dished out like
head contact.
Yeah, 5-minute major is getting dished out like starbursts on Halloween here tonight.
I guess. I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen. What is that? The fourth one tonight?
Yes, indeed. So now once the Ducks get that Schuster penalty to expire, they're going to be on the 5-on-3 for a little over a minute. And that, of course, both major penalties. So
pretty much till the end of the game.
Yeah, should they score, they would continue on the 5-on-3.
Dump it.
Got to do it, though, as this one will be sent in on Aguilar. And as we've seen, the River King penalty kill has not been easy to defy here today. Here's Calzada trying to feed Kirchman. He sets up behind. He's watched by Lucas Whitehead. It'll be fed back to the line, and Austin Plummer returns to Kirchman at the circle. Now Plummer dished over to this side. Kupstein, one-timer. That one missed the target, goes all the way to the line, and Plummer couldn't hold. And here come the Riverkings. Plummer going to take a penalty here on the trip.
Yep. He knew he was going to take the penalty, but instead of giving up a breakaway,
Yeah, Varga was going all alone, and that's one of those penalties you probably have to take as Plummer was racing over, trying to hold the zone. And once that puck slipped away, either Varga was going alone or Plummer was taking the penalty, and he chose penalty.
It's not Christmas yet, but that's a lot of lights on the scoreboard.
I know.
Lit up like a Christmas tree.
I don't know who provides the utilities here to the Southwood County Rec Center, but that meter's just got to be spinning right now.
Wisconsin Rapids has their own Waterworks and Lighting Commission.
All right, so there we go. And now here comes Kupstein. Nifty move to get around the defender. Still has it on the backhand, trying to dish it back, but it'll be intercepted. This is not overtime, but we're 3-on-3. Now here's Bryceland working on the 2-goal contest save made. Rebound is loose, and it's in.
But they're going
to wave it off, and now we get a little bit of shoving. Tunich and Kupstein. I think they're both going to go. Not sure why that got waved off. I think it might have been kicked in.
The whistle blew. The whistle blew, okay. And because initially the puck wasn't visible, and all of a sudden it slid open. Riverkings did put it in. Oh, what the heck
is what?
Whoa, what?
Very displeased.
Oh, He's wrestling with the refs.
He's getting spun around by the linesman. And it looks like Tudich might get tossed. And I think Kupstein's going to get tossed too. He's pointing both off. So Kupstein gone, Tudich gone. I think the referee trying to take the temperature down a little bit here with just 5:02 left in the third, and this one clearly at this point not in the balance.
No, I was not expecting this one to end this way. This will make tomorrow night a little interesting, I guess. You know, I mean, leading scorer for the Ducks is that at this level, is that a game misconduct? I don't know.
Not so sure. Could very well be 10-minute misconducts on both sides, and because we're under 10 minutes, we'll see. Yeah, so there it is. So with only 5:02 left, obviously Tudich wasn't coming back out of the box. We'll see if he got the same. Okay, so he got the same as the crossbar is hit there by John Scott. And now carried back in 2-on-1. This is Denty changing the angle with a shot kick save made by Aguilar. We're going to see a lot of 3-on-3 hockey here.
3-on-3 for 4:38.
Yeah, this is entertaining stuff.
And the end. Game's pretty much in the 7-2. I don't see him scoring 5.
The Ducks are waiting for one of these penalties to come off here so they can get back. They should be at the 4-on-3 then.
Scott's hanging out at the blue line looking for a rink wide pass.
Holmberg will send it in. He took a hit from Schweitzer. The Ducks will send one man back out. So now they'll be on a 4-on-3 power play here for the next 49 seconds.
Schweitzer's hanging out by himself out in front.
He'll end up picking up the puck at the top of the circle and wisely just decides to skate back, kill a little bit of time, but then turns the tide right back through. Gonna fake this all out.
I was gonna say he was trying to catch him napping.
Almost did. Picked up by Schuster. Here's Reese Atkins for Schuster. Schuster wanted to feed that one in front. Ends up getting cleared out by the Riverkings to the Ducks line. Penalty going to expire here in 9 seconds to the Ducks. They're going to get a very brief 5-on-3. So the Ducks are back to full strength here. And they'll send this one ahead. Beauchamp picks it up in his own zone. 3:11 left here in this third period. Andrew Skavich on the pickup. Epperson swings over to this side for Braden Kirchman. 13 seconds of 5-on-3 for the Ducks. Kirchman around one, picks it up, back hitter, denied on the poke check, and then the stop made by Yildirim. Still has the puck from his knees, trying to clear, and another opportunity gets blocked in front, up and out of play.
Wow.
Oh, a bit of a scramble there. Yildirim ends up coming up with a couple of stops. So the power play stays on for another 153. 2:49 left here in the third. 7-2 Riverkings.
5-9, 7-4, 5-9. You're going home $250 richer. Congratulations and thanks to each of you who played 50-50.
Face off up over the left-hand side of Yildirim. It is pushed forward by the Ducks off of the draw. Riverkings got to it first, though. Calzada tied up his man, and here's Scott. Scott able to step around one. Give it for Calzada. Has Schuster at the point. Dishes back down low. Scott trying to settle the puck down. Passed across, intercepted. And out back to the line for Schuster. Minute 31 left on the power play here for the Ducks. Remember, that is a major, so it'll stay on regardless. Plummert. Self-pass. Back to the line, held in by the Ducks. Over to this side for Scott. A little bit disjointed at the moment. The Riverkings will try to take the puck away, and they will. One-handed ahead, intercepted at the line by Plummert. And chipped back out to center. Chance for some numbers. Here comes Quentin Clausen, 2-on-2. Clausen just spins back, waits for some reinforcements. Cross for Kirchman. Picks it up at the circle. Rung it back over to the far side where Plummet awaits the puck. It's Austin Plummet, and then cleared all the way back up by the Riverkings.
Burns time and gets a chance to get a change.
And at this point, you're thinking about that contest tomorrow, so if you're the Ducks, wouldn't mind scoring one late here just to give the Riverkings something to think about. And on the other side of the Riverkings, kill off this penalty and make a huge statement about the way this one ended. The Riverkings dominate the third period here tonight. Flip back to the line. It's going to go past Plummer. It's going to be a 2-on-1, and it's Bryson again. Still working on that 2-goal contest. Off the stick and out of play as the save is made by Aguilar.
Just got a piece of that one. Looked like that one was headed for that upper corner, stick side, blocker side.
Yeah, he was thinking about it. Aguilar comes out and makes the stop. We're down to the final 1:10 here of the third period. Again, these two teams back in action here at the Southwood County Rec Center tomorrow. Epperson dish back, and that'll be intercepted by McNeish. Gabe Kruger deflects that one off of the wall, going to go all the way down, and just to keep things rolling, Mauro Yildirim will come out and play the puck.
Killed off the penalty.
Back out to center, so yes, indeed, the Riverkings clamping it down here on the defensive side of the puck. The offense comes up in a big way tonight, 7-goal outburst, their second best of the season. They did put up those 8 goals in the game against the Aviators, that showcase contest. Their 67 shots on goal will be the most that they put up this season. As the Dells Ducks will carry it back out to center. Epperson will take a long shot. Yildirim brushes it aside. Rebound chance from Sorelli. Yildirim all the way out of the circle. Comes up with a save, and why not? Now here's Bryceland still looking for that third with a shot, and the save is made by Aguilar. Bryceland again. Fell down. Schuster out at center. That's going to do it. As it deflects in. And night number 1 goes to the Riverkings, a 7-2 final here at the Southwood County Rec Center.
Well, we went from the first period where they were feeling each other out to the second and third period where could make tomorrow night kind of interesting because there was no love lost in the second and third period. The Riverkings answered every time the Ducks put one in. The Riverkings were able to answer pretty much within a minute.